Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Atala Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about what we should pay attention, for example, this week or in the close future. So I think this video would be kind of important, so you can find yourself in the market and you can actually start to build up a kind of strategy for the upcoming times. Okay, the other thing I would like to talk about is basically, let's talk a little bit about Berkshire Hathaway, because Warren Buffett announced that he will step down as the CEO from the end of this year. You know, legendary what he has made so far with Berkshire Hathaway. Let's talk a little bit about this because I think it's important. And then it's another interesting thing that maybe EU will ban anonymous crypto accounts sooner or later. And let's talk about this because the direction when EU is going, it's really not good for your privacy. So guys, all this in today's video, and don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So from Monday to Thursday, you're getting these longer videos, but from Monday to Sunday, you're getting every single time short videos, the essence of the news in less than 60 seconds. So that will keep you up to date if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, because then you're getting the notifications as soon as the new video is out. And also hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. Right, and let's look at the prices. So we can see actually that Bitcoin is about 1% down in the last 24 hours, 94,445 US dollar. Ethereum 0.5% down, 1,819 US dollar. The top gainer score 11%, Virtual up 11%, and Pengu up 11% in the last 24 hours. And when we're looking at the losers, 6% down in the top 100 ENS. Then we have FET and a ton, but no major dumps whatsoever. When we're looking at Bitcoin's price, Bitcoin actually holding itself quite nicely right now, holding above this 92,000 US dollar support. I think that's important. You know, we broke this trend line here in middle of April. Since that, we went up and holding us here. But a lot of things going to happen. For example, this week on the 7th of May, the FOMC meeting and others as well. So let's talk about these. So when we're looking at the chances for rate cuts this week, very slim, almost none. Let me refresh this page because this is keep changing, but pretty much going to be the same. Yeah, a little bit even worse in that way. So more than 96%, almost 97% is right now saying that there will be no rate cuts on the 7th of May. So this week, after the FOMC meeting, no announcement like this. And actually, when we're looking at the June one, recently, the chances for the rate cut in June decreased as well. And that looked totally different like, a week or two ago. So this is also changing. And if you just think about it, that, we had just negative GDP in the United States, just in Q1 now, then the possibility is there that in Q2, it could be also a negative one. And if that happens, that is theoretically, recession. So yeah, interesting times, but actually Bitcoin itself holding itself pretty well. Some of the altcoins, as you have seen, went up also nicely recently, but I guess we still have to wait for this rate cut. It will come for sure, but actually we're going to see one now, probably this week. This not going to happen. So what is more important, what Jerome Powell is going to see after the meeting in the press conference. So he will be like bullish or hawkish. We're going to see it. But meanwhile, US Bitcoin ETFs bought 6 times more than the Bitcoin miners produced last week. So, here you can actually also see it. The accumulation here, hundreds of millions of Bitcoins, and even on the 2nd of May, when it was the last one, 647 million Bitcoin. This shows it even better. So this is how many Bitcoin were minted last week. 400 Bitcoin getting into the system, 450 Bitcoin, sorry, day. And therefore we have 3,150 in a week and 18,644 Bitcoin bought by ETFs. So it shows clearly that now there is some accumulation going on. When we're looking at, for example, the total supply held by long-term holders when it comes to Bitcoin, then you can see that every single time when actually the price is here, Bitcoin price going up, they are selling. When the price is going down, they are buying. So they're looking for better opportunities. Therefore, it's interesting to see that even now that the prices were going down and going sideways and now here up a little bit, they were accumulating since actually here for a while. Oops, sorry. No, this is what I wanted to show you. Since January, basically, since the prices are going down. And even keep doing it now that the price is going up. And this is also an interesting and bullish sign. Other thing is when we're looking at the Bitcoin altcoin season, then, this is kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. So what you can see that now we are around the Bitcoin season with 24 exactly in Bitcoin season, because above 25 we are out of this and above 75 is altcoin season. But every single time, Bitcoin season, we have here an altcoin season. So this is what we can see. Some of the altcoins started to go up. So sooner or later, this is going to break out. And when this breaks out, then, the altcoins will perform better than Bitcoin. Also, overall, now we on neutral level 52, but we were yesterday in the greed. And, before last month, we were in fear. And when you're looking at this one, it shows clearly that here you can see the Bitcoin price as price is going up in long term. And every single time when we see these orange dots, there is fear or extreme fear on the market. And after then the green period is coming when actually, it's greed or extreme greed, euphoria on the market. So basically those accumulating and thinking in long term, Bitcoin, whenever is fear on the market or extreme fear, are doing pretty well in long term. So this is also something to keep an eye on. And also there was an interview with Donald Trump, and for example, he talks about here what's happening sooner or later with the tariffs, what he puts out on China.
You're not dropping the tariffs against China to get them to the negotiating table. Those tariffs are staying on.
Why would I do that?
Would you lower them?
At some point, I'm going to lower them because otherwise you could never do business with them.
Yeah.
And they want to do business very much. Look, their economy is really doing badly. Their economy is collapsing.
So basically, even now the tariffs are high, he knows that this is part of the art of the deal. This is how he's going to negotiate. This is how it starts. And then, of course, he's going to lower them. And another part from the interview, when it comes to crypto.
I want crypto. I think crypto is important because if we don't do it, China is going to. Mm-hmm. And it's new. Mm-hmm. It's very popular. Mm-hmm. It's very hot. If you look at the market, when the market went down, that stayed much stronger than other aspects of the market. But I want crypto because a lot of people, millions of people want it. I don't know if you know that Biden went after it violently, and then before the election, he changed his tune entirely. His head of the SEC, everybody changed their tune. You know why? Because there were hundreds of millions of people that are participating in crypto, and they wanted to get their votes.
So also, we can see that he's still for crypto. He understood how important it could be, how many people want it, and probably he will do things in favor to crypto. So when you're looking at the big picture, yes, we haven't seen that major bull run yet or these kind of things. But all these things add up that sooner or later a pivot should come, even from the Fed, or something happen in the market, or they settle the deals with the tariffs and so on and so forth. And if the worst is now over, then we can sooner or later build. And I think this is very important, what we should watch, and always think in long term and have a balanced portfolio, not having like tons of just meme coins and all these kind of things. Because if you do that, your risk is extremely high that you're going to lose a lot. Yes, you can make money with it if you're lucky, if you enter in the right point and to the right tokens. But this is not how you gradually build wealth in long term. That's rather gambling, and this is, I think, what people should really understand. Okay, and now let's talk about Warren Buffett a little bit, because he announced he will step down as a CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. And let's talk about a little bit Berkshire Hathaway, what he has built over the years, many, many years. So there's no question, Warren Buffett is definitely a legend when it comes to investment. Yes, is he a dinosaur? Yeah, he's actually getting kind of old, put it this way, and he's maybe not that open to new technology and all these kind of things, but he has done his share and he did very well. Look at this. You can see here Berkshire Hathaway, how it actually went up. You know, this is a very, very, very nice increase. Well done. When you're looking at Berkshire's performance versus S&P 500, middle of the 90s, when you're looking at that, it totally outperformed the S&P 500. So stock market terms, they did also pretty well. And, you know, Warren Buffett, you can listen to this speech. You can find this also on X. I shared it on blockchainbloom. He's talking about a lot of things, but basically he's saying that fiscal policy is what scares me in the US. The natural course of government is to make the currency worth less over time. So these are just a couple of the highlights. They devaluate it at rates that are breathtaking. In the end, if you got people to control the currency, you can issue paper money. So basically mentioning all these kind of things, what is, if you're looking at the opposite side, Bitcoin is good for. And what's the problem with the present system, what they have right now? And he admits these kind of things, not mentioning Bitcoin or something like that, but that these problems exist. But yeah, this is the way. So actually, I think this is also important that he highlights these kind of things. And yeah, Warren Buffett, what he has achieved over the years, it's definitely legendary. Even that he's not a big fan of Bitcoin, calls it a rat poison. But when we're looking at his past, what he has done as an investor, I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, next topic is all about that. You know, EU is totally going in a different direction than the US when it comes to crypto and privacy and all these kind of things. So let's talk about that. So this is an interesting one. Look at this. So owners of beneficiaries of existing anonymous bank or payment account, anonymous passbooks, anonymous safe deposit box held by credit institutions or financial institutions or crypto asset accounts shall be subject to customers' due diligence measures before those accounts, passbooks or deposit boxes are used in any way. So bottom line is here that they don't want you to hold anything kind of secretly in a deposit box or on your wallet. So they want actually all the crypto wallets to be registered and actually monitor every transaction above 1,000 euro. So, well, it's not happening tomorrow. Well, here it says in the tweet, it's going to happen, you know, anonymous crypto accounts ban in 2027. But yeah, this is the direction we're going, and this is definitely not good. So you have time to work out what you would like to do. But I think this goes really against privacy, but this is my personal opinion. Right, okay. And yeah, pretty much that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day you getting the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on blockchainbloom to keep you up to date. So that's important, very simple. Just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.